Okay, let's start. Hello, everyone. My name is Anna, and I will be glad to work with you on Python course from Mathshub. Together, we will take the first steps in learning Python programming language. Let me share my screen, and I will show you some slides about Python and about some fruits which we can have when we start to learn some new programming language. Just a moment. I'll share my screen. Okay, it works. So once again, hello, let's start. And some words about myself. At various times, I have been involved in different projects, such as applying machine learning in manufacturing, connected cars, and also I worked a lot in education. In these projects, my work was closely related to analytics and machine learning. I hope my experience will be useful for you, and I'll be ready to answer your questions for your different questions about tasks, about applications, about some job positions or something else. Don't hesitate to ask. And now let's get down to Python. Python programming language was developed a long time ago, in 1991 by Guido van Rossum. And despite this, Python programming language is one of the most popular programming languages in the world today. You can ask me why here. Yes, you ask me why, and I can answer you in 3 points. The first point that Python is a great programming language to start. This doesn't mean that it's a simple language and there is nothing interesting in it. No, this means that you can get started quickly, but there is no limit to improvement in this language. The second point about libraries. Python has many libraries for solving various tasks, and you can use this programming language both for website development. It doesn't mean for front end or for back end. And you can use this programming language for data analysis and machine learning tasks. And the third point about community and documentation. Last point, but not least. Python has detailed documentation that helps solve various tasks, as well as a large community of developers who make useful content that helps in mastering the language. That's great, really. So, about some words which you can have when you start to learn something new and some new programming language. Now we speak about Python. When we start to learn something new, we can have some words like, "Oh, I'm afraid to create some new code. I'm afraid to change something in my code. I'm so afraid to send my solution to the lecturer or something like this." Okay, let's go to the next word. Next word can be during the lecture. You can start to think, okay, everything is unclear and I don't understand how to work with this programming language. And maybe after this word, you understand that, okay, I can ask something, but after this, you understand that maybe you're afraid to ask or too shy to ask something about programming language details. And the last thought that you can have about different new definitions, approaches, or something like something else. When we learn something about Python, yes, we have topics about loops, conditions, for, while, if, and else, elif, and a lot of another stuff. And you can start to think, okay, how to remember all this? Maybe I should have a paper or notebook and write all this and learn every day, every night. Because without this, I can't say that I know language, and I can't say that I learn language. Firstly, I would like to say you keep calm and let's go to the next slide and see how we can work with these words. And the first idea which I want to provide to you that I'll try, and I would like to create some safe space during our lectures where you can speak about your thoughts and ask questions and do everything what helps you to learn Python. But let's go narrow down and see some points a little bit more. When you think that I'm so too afraid to work with new code, to change something in my code, I'm too afraid to have a mistake when I work with some programming. I would like to say you that let's start with some small changes. For example, you create some calculator application, just simple, for example, and for the first time you have some code, I don't know, from your teacher, and you have only one operation with plus. You can change this operation for minus and run your code and see a result. And you can, after this, you can just try to understand what result you have, what kind of changes you have, and say, okay, now I see, maybe I can change to another sign, maybe for multiply operation or something else. But maybe after this, you can decide to add a new line of code or something else. Don't afraid to create different variants of your code and try to start from small steps to big and go to big steps for changing your code, and you will see how it will be helpful for you in case of learning and in case of your feelings. The next point about it's unclear. Yes. Okay, I can say you that don't hesitate to ask, but you can say me, okay, I'm too shy or too afraid to ask you or my colleagues from group. But I would like to say you that your colleagues in the same situation as you, and they try to learn something new together with you, and they understand your situation. And you can say that, okay, but how lecturer, teacher can understand my situation? I can say you that I really understand your situation because some time ago I started to learn Python like you, and I had a lot of questions, and I started to Google it. I tried to find some I tried to find some books, tried to find some YouTube blogs, tried to find some help from my friends, from my teacher in university or something else. And yeah, sometimes it will be a little bit, I don't know. I started to think that, okay, maybe I ask a lot of questions, so much questions, but no, there are no limit for questions when you started to learn something new. And the last point about different new definitions, approaches, and something else. Don't afraid this part, because firstly you can Google it, and it's okay for when you start to learn once again new programming language, and it's okay to Google something when you, I don't know, have a huge experience in programming language, because sometimes we can forget something, or we have a new update for programming language and we don't know how to work with new update or something else. Just Google it. But if you want another position, yes, another view to this word, I can say that it's not really important to remember all definitions one time. Yes, firstly you should understand how it works. Yes, how to create condition in Python. And when you create, I don't know, 10, 20, 30 and more programs with conditions and understand how it works, after that, there is no problem to remember how to write this condition. Yes, in this case, practice will help you not only to have some experience, yes, but with the part when you try to remember some new stuff about programming language. What I would like to say you in the end of my presentation. I'm sure that you will succeed, and I wish you good luck on your way. I will try to help you with my experience. Try to help you to learn a new programming language, and see you on the course. I will be happy to work with you. Goodbye.